Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about claim, evidence, and reasoning explained. I'll specifically be going over what are they and how to use them properly to prove something. So essentially, those three words, claim, evidence, and reasoning, okay? I'm going to be explaining what they are. So what are they and how to use them properly? So why do we use the things that are called claim, evidence, and reasoning? Well, essentially, we use them to prove a point. If we want to prove something, we use those three factors. Now, what do each of those words mean? So claim is the first one. Your claim is essentially your argument, stance, or main idea. So the argument that you're trying to make, the stance that you're taking, like the side that you're taking, or the main idea that you're trying to prove, okay? And it's not a fact, but it's something that you're trying to prove, okay? If it's a fact, it's already a fact. A claim is you're claiming that it is true. So you're trying to prove it, okay? And that requires evidence, which is the second word. Evidence is essentially the logic or proof that supports the claim. So it's logic or proof that backs up the claim. It is facts, okay? Your evidence is going to be a fact that backs up your bigger claim, okay? And it should be mainly text, but you can definitely include graphs and visualizations and any imagery as well, but it's definitely backed up by text, okay? The third thing is your reasoning. Now, your reasoning is essentially the thinking behind the evidence that leads to the claim, okay? So the reasoning sort of guides the evidence and the evidence proves the claim, okay? And yeah, your reasoning explains the rationale that you're taking to sort of make your way to the claim, okay? So what is an example? Very simple. I have some show notes over here that I make for every video. Believe it or not, I have over 6,000 videos at the time of filming this. By the time this is released, it'll probably be closer to 7,000, okay? And I've made notes for every single video for the most part, probably 99.99999% of videos I've made notes for, believe it or not. So I actually came up with my own little claim, evidence, and reasoning, okay? So very simple claim that I'm trying to make that which I know is true, right? For the most part, the claim is that a person becomes more tired throughout the day. So that's the claim. I'm trying to prove that a person becomes more tired as the day goes on, which obviously makes sense, right? But we still need to prove it because it's not a fact. It is my opinion and we're backing it up by facts, okay? Which leads us to the evidence, okay? So the evidence would be a graph, let's say, okay? And let's say it's a graph of the results of a survey that I did. So let's just imagine I surveyed, hypothetically of course, 1,000 people. And I said, self-analyze your energy levels throughout the day and place it on a chart here with the time. And we got all of that data and we put it in a single graph and put a line, sort of like a line of best fit. So like the line that would represent all the data. And what that line showed is that in the morning, people on average had the most energy, and then as the day went on, people on average went less and less energy, had less and less energy. Their energy went away, okay? So that would be my evidence, and I would back that up by text explaining what that graph is showing. I could show the graph, but then I would back it up by text explaining what is being shown by the graph. It doesn't have to be a lot of text, just a simple sentence or two backing it up. Now my reasoning, okay, would be sort of what led me to believe this claim, this stance that I took, okay? My reasoning could be, we saw a significant decrease in energy levels throughout the day. So we saw, as the day went on, there was a significant decrease in energy levels, okay? And I could also say something like, the decrease was lessened with coffee and other stimulants. So like if you had a coffee, then you would likely report a higher energy level for an hour or a couple of hours, depending on how your body responds to it. You know, like I would include all of the data that backs up the evidence that backs up the claim, okay? And I can't see, and then I put down here, the sample contains roughly 1,000 people that were surveyed. So we're just, I'm just making this up. I didn't actually do a survey, but this would probably be true, to be honest with you. The sample contains, 1,000 survey members that responded to the survey, or around 1,000. Let's say if it was like 1,010 or 1,005, you can always put a rough number, and then in fine print, you can put the exact amount. So let's say it was actually 1,010. I could say the survey contained around 1,000 members that responded, but the real number was 1,010 or 1,003, 1,002, 1,001, whatever the actual number was, okay? You get the idea. Essentially, at the end of the day, okay, your claim is the point that you're trying to prove. Your claim is then backed up by evidence, which your evidence is basically the facts that are backing up your claim, okay? The evidence that's backing up the claim, and the evidence is supported by your reasoning, okay? Which your reasoning is going to be why you did this, like what led you to believe this, right? It's your own experiences combined with what you're discovering throughout the process. So claim, evidence, and reasoning, it's actually really easy to do. What are they? They're ways to prove something. You can use them in an essay, you can use them in writing, but essentially they're ways to prove something. And then in addition, how to use them, I've shown you how to use them. Okay, sorry, I think this door, no, I closed this door and then it looked like it was open. So I didn't know if like my wife had snuck down and was like watching me make the video or something. Kind of just scared me for a second if you saw me looking over there. But essentially that's it. That's claim, evidence, and reasoning explained. What are they? You know, so what are they? They're ways to prove something and how to use them. I've shown you and told you different ways to use them. I was going to draw this out and write this out, but you know what? It's easier to explain it when you see my face. I know you're wondering, why am I wearing a hood? Right now, I'm in my basement washroom. It's kind of chilly right now. I have like a baseboard heater over here I'm going to turn on before I go and, you know, take a shower and stuff like that. But it's kind of chilly right now. So for right now, I'm in my hoodie because it's kind of chilly down here because I'm filming this on a cold, sort of like winter night. And the basement washroom is always cold without the heater. And I don't leave the heater on. I only turn it on, you know, when I'm going to use the bathroom or use the shower, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's like way off on a tangent. I do apologize about that, but figured I'd let you know why I'm dressed like in a hoodie, like ready to go like for like a nightly jog or something. I'm definitely not going for a jog. So anyways, that's it. Claim, evidence, and reasoning explained. What are they and how to use them? I've told you everything about them throughout this video, and that is truly it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.